In the history of manifesting, we find a lot of evidence proving that some things which seem to be improbable are in fact possible. There's documented evidence proving that it is possible to materialize objects out of thin air. It is possible to turn one substance into another. It is possible and has been proven that some people have been able to be in two places at the same time, as well as teleport from one city to another within minutes. There are a lot of different things that seem to be outlandish that have been proven to be possible. We have even more reasonable examples of ESP, being able to see a remote place and describe details in a location that the person has never been before, to be able to read the thoughts of another person. And as some of the examples that I've shared, to even be able to influence the weather, to even stop wind and rain in the middle of it actually happening. And so even though a lot of these things are possible, most people, when they try to actually do something like this, find that they're unable to make it happen. And so some people come to the conclusion that, well, I tried it, it didn't work, all this is a scam, it just doesn't work. And I understand where they're coming from with that. I mean, there are a lot of people who have started successful businesses, but yet, if you actually look at the statistics, they say that about 90% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years. And so if you look at the statistics, it shows that most businesses fail. So why do people start new businesses? Because there is that 5 to 10% that do succeed. And if you really look at why some businesses succeed and other businesses fail, it usually comes down to doing things differently. The ones that succeeded did something differently than the ones that failed. In the world of manifesting, it's very much the same way. Those who succeed do things a little differently than those who fail. And so in order to turn possibility into probability, something that is actually likely to happen, we need to learn the details, the mechanics of what makes manifesting work. And in the 40 years that I've been studying manifesting, practicing and researching different techniques, testing different theories, all of that kind of stuff, in the 40 years that I've been in this field, I found that manifesting is at its foundation based on belief. What do you expect to happen? Now, expectation is not just some hope of, oh, I believe this is possible. Oh, I believe it's possible. Yes, it's going to happen. That might be a surface belief. But when you feel what do you truly expect to happen, that is the level of belief that makes manifesting happen. What do you truly expect? What do you feel is probable and likely to happen? So this is what I teach on this channel. I share a lot of different ideas on how to tap into the power of belief, how to shape your beliefs and shift your beliefs from one thing to another. And the two tools that are fundamental to shifting your beliefs, to choosing to believe that what you want to happen will in fact happen, the two tools that we use most often are focus and feeling. You've got to be able to focus your mind on the thing that you want and feel that it is real. You've got to feel it as if it is currently happening. And then you also have to feel the same level of reality with this desired objective, the same level of feeling of truth and reality as how you feel about the objects that are in your current physical environment. I mean, if you've got a desk in front of you, if you've got a wall next to you, if you've got a tree next to you, if you've got a rock that you can pick up and hold in your hands, how does that feel? How real does that feel to your inner mind? When you imagine the thing that you would like to manifest, how real does that feel to your inner mind? The level of feeling, the level of reality that you feel with these two different things should be more or less the same. So how do you build up that level of faith? Well, I've shared a lot of videos talking about that. One of the key ideas is something I call faith anchoring. And that is to focus your mind on the things that are physically real and existing in your current environment. Notice how you feel about these things. Get that feeling of absolute truth, absolute reality. This is real. This is the truth of the situation. This is what's going to happen. I mean, how do you feel about the sun coming up tomorrow morning? How do you feel about your chance of actually being able to sleep tonight? Now, I know that's not an absolute reality for some people, but for most people, we take it for granted. We know it's going to happen. So when you develop that level of faith that you know something is going to happen, you're very close to actually having it happen. And you just have to maintain that faith until it does happen. So turning possibility into probability is all based on developing the belief that it will, in fact, happen. And the reason it's going to happen is because you believe in it. That is the foundation of manifesting. That is how you turn possibility into probability. Until next time, be blessed, my friend.